What do you think I was thinking right now? I always think like this time of year, this time like when a president is in their second term, it's fucking December, okay? You got another couple of weeks before the next fucking poor bastard comes in there, you know? And I do mean bastard because it's always going to be a guy, ladies. It's always going to be a guy. All right? That job is for a man. There's certain things that men can't do, and there's certain things that women can't do. And women can do a bunch of things, but running the country is just not one of those things. How many people are just going to take that clip and take all the fucking, you know, I'm just fucking around of it out of there? Is he saying that women shouldn't be president? Presidents, this time of year, you know how fucking psyched I would be? After 8 fucking years of being president, the stress of that. The fucking stress of that. All the bodies, all the people that died because of the decisions that you made. It's fucking inevitable. Okay? Because you answer to the reptilian people at the top. You know? And I don't mean shapeshifters. I just mean people who do not give a fuck about anything but themselves and their money and power. That's all they care about. They don't care who suffers. They don't give a shit. They don't believe in God. They believe that they're a God, or they believe that God is fucking, you know, bestowed them with this great responsibility to run the fucking world, to try to take over it or whatever, right? I always just think, like, as much as Obama doesn't want to see Trump, he has to be so fucking psyched, you know? Like, if I was Obama right now, I would just be like, dude, I'm getting all the fucking sports packages. I'm getting myself a pair of silk fucking pajamas, you know, with sheepskin fucking slippers. And I'm not doing shit. I am not going to do, but they have to do shit. You know why? Because the president only makes $500,000 a fucking year. So now what he has to do is now for the rest of his fucking life, he has to go out and give these speeches, okay? Which, you know, to the people that put him in office. They pay him like 6 fucking figures to get out there and tell his fucking jokes and do his little song and dance. And the reality is they're just washing their fucking bribe money. You know, so he would push through all the shit that they wanted, or as much of it as they could, while he was in office. And then they also get to see, like, yeah, see, we own this guy. You know, as they're bringing new lizards into their fucking den to be like, see this? We actually have former presidents come here and do a little song and dance for us. You know why? Because we own this fucking guy. We owned him before he even fucking went in there. We own the fucking next guy. You know, that's probably why, you know, as much as the upper 1% probably did not want to see Donald Trump get in there because he's this fucking rogue guy. And all you fucking progressive lefties go, oh my God, shut the fuck up. They're actually going to end up loving that guy because it seems what he wants to do is deregulate everything, because guys at his level of wealth, they're so fucking rich, they find the government annoying. I have to answer to who? Who's at the door? The U.S. government? These fucking assholes. They open the door. What? What now? Oh, you know, just, you know, kind of appreciate it if... That's the way the U.S. government talks to that level of wealth, because they need them to get into fucking office, right? You know, kind of appreciate it if, you know, you wouldn't build that golf course over that homeless shelter and those Native Americans, you know. You know what? I'll think about it. All right? Just fucking go fuck yourself. I do what I want. I'm making money off opiates. Shut the fuck up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But you know what? I'm in fucking limbo right now is where I am. I haven't been doing stand-up. I can't go out. I can't really leave the house. I'm afraid to fucking leave the house because, you know, I stay within like a certain fucking radius. So if my wife does not have our kid by January 2nd, I am going to the Rose Bowl, and I am going to do the unspeakable at there. I am going to be sober as a church mouse. I won't even smoke a cigar because I have to let those fucking things go because I have to get life insurance. And I don't want to pay I'm a smoker, and I don't want to be a smoker. You know what? I'll fucking smoke like 4 a year. That's what I think. Oh, well, I enjoy the fucking shit out of those. Yeah, dude, I'm getting to that point in my life. I'm getting my affairs in order. You know, you know what? I've actually found going through the whole process of getting life insurance and putting together a trust and a will and all of that shit. I've actually found that to be just as enjoyable as getting rid of all this shit in my life, all the clutter. It's the same thing. Like this, you know, as a guy, I think there's something like how we just don't deal with our mortality. And so you don't want to think about it. But I got to tell you, once you're thinking like, yeah, okay, and something happens to me, you get this, you get that, and I'm fucking out, right? And nobody is, you know, nobody has to worry about anything. And then they can all be like, you know what, that son of a bitch, I don't know what he was doing swimming with those sharks, but I got to tell you, you say one thing about that guy, you know, he had his affairs in order. You got to be that guy. If you have any sort of wife, children, anything, you got to get your fucking affairs in order. And I haven't done it. Like a lot of my friends didn't, and none of them had their affairs in order, and a number of them died. And that is just a fucking thing. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to put your fucking family through that, and I'm not going to be that guy. So hopefully I won't die before I get everything all fucking straightened out here. But that's my first thing I'm going to do in 2017. I'm going to prepare my affairs. My affairs will be in order. Oh, God, this can be so weird. You know what's so weird about getting life insurance is you then give your partner motive. You know? My wife doesn't have fucking life insurance. She doesn't even think about it. They don't give a fuck about us, right? And you know what? I don't want her to have life insurance. You know? Because then I got to deal with the cops if something came out. Well, didn't you make fucking 6 figures when she fell down that flight of stairs? I swear to God, I was by myself. I was playing drums in a rehearsal space. You know, I spend so much time alone every day that I would never have a fucking alibi. God forbid if something ever happened. Can anybody vouch for you that that's where you were at? And then I would have to go in my head, who did I yell at on the way there or the way back in a fucking car? Did I get their license plate so I can call them up and say, do you remember that bald, red-bearded asshole who screamed at you? You know, yeah, you remember that? Do you remember what time of day that was? This is really critical for me. Yeah, it's a very bizarre thing to go out and makes you feel at peace, and then also, you know, it makes you, you know, when your wife, you know, brings over like some food, you're kind of looking at her, then you're looking at the food, you know, she gets up, you switch plates. I think I've watched too many of those first 48s. You know what I mean? I love those guys where they fucking, their first 2 wives die mysteriously, and then someone else fucking marries them. It's just like, this is the fucking thing. You can marry somebody who had one person die. Okay, that happens. Unfortunately, that fucking happens. But once they're at 2, get the fuck away from that person. What are the fucking odds? You know, you got married and both your husbands died. You married twice. I'm a 2-time widower. Yeah, well, you're not going to be a 3-time. The fuck away from me. Check, please. Right? Use that hacky fucking out to every comedy scene. I'll have what she's having. Yeah, you got to get the fuck out of there. You know, you can only have one spouse die. And after that, if I was running shit, if I was one of the lizard people and I was running shit, this would be the rule. Anybody who had 2 spouses die, and, you know, we can't prove that you fucking did it, you are only allowed to date other people that are already had 2 people die, okay? And then, you know, whoever dies in that, who gives a shit? Because then you just got rid of one murdering psycho, and then you just keep having them date each other, and eventually then there's only one. And then you stick that person in a giant, like, human, like, parakeet cage. And, like, this, there he is, there's the winner, or there she is, right? All 48 of her husbands died mysteriously. You can never prove it, you know? take her down, put her on Coney Island. Does that still exist? That fucking roller coaster? You ever go to Coney Island and go on that fucking roller coaster? It's one of the scariest fucking rides I've ever been on. Not because it's like a scary ride. It's because the ride is so fucking old and there's no padding in the seat. I swear to God, I got off that ride. I felt like I was in a fucking 3-car accident. You know, my fucking back was killing me. My shoulder was fucked up.